everybody. Didn't expect this. I mean, I figured maybe Black Myth Wukong would have like a DLC in the future or something, but it looks like we've already got an announcement for a full sequel game. And not only that, it's Black Myth Zhong Kui. And I'm going to have to point out to everybody, I freaking called it. I called it so hard. I called it. I 100% said I wanted this. Roll the clip. I called this back in my very first Black Myth trailer reaction video 4 years ago. Roll the freaking clip. Roll it.
Black Myth Wukong. You know, from the way that title is structured, I wonder if there will be other Black Myth games, like Black Myth Out Long, or Black Myth Zhu Rong, or Zhong Kui. I would love Zhong Kui. Zhong Kui is an awesome god.
Yeah, bragging rights. I get bragging rights. I get absolute bragging rights. I can't believe that what I predicted there actually freaking happened. And the reason I said Zhong Kui in that video is because, so, the Monkey King is my favorite Chinese god. Zhong Kui is my second favorite Chinese god. Wow, okay, game science, I'm starting to think you're just making these video games for me personally, and I appreciate it. You know, I'll take them. Because I loved Black Myth Wukong so much, and now, wow, to have, like, my second favorite Chinese god getting his own game, which is most likely going to be in DU, the Underworld, which was my most wanted location to be in one of their future games. Unbelievable. So I've got one of my Monkey King shirts. I've got my Monkey King staff for good juju, even though this game's not about the Monkey King, but shut up. It's all I have. I don't have any Zhong Kui merch. So let's go ahead and see what this trailer is all about. I'm so excited. That looks gorgeous, honestly. I don't know if just a CG trailer if the game will actually look like it.
Help me.
Star, brother, help me! Alright, who are these guys? Ooh, one of them's blind by the looks of things.
You're falling fat, losing again. Drop that coswallop. Master will take us back, as long as we keep that mountain in her heart.
Okay. I'm not sure who these two are.
Life spared. What risk going back? This place. We've got food on our table and...
Oh? Okay, what do we got here? Big boys. Oh, they're carrying his sword! Yeah, they are. That's sort of a thing in some of the artwork. Oh my god, that tiger looks so good. Is he riding it? That tiger looks so good. Yeah, he's riding it. Also kind of a thing in the myths. I'll go over it in a minute. It looks so damn good. Jesus. Oh? There he is. Alright. My man. That is a pretty good design. Yeah, it's nice. Alright, not a ton being revealed, but god, just the fact that this is even a thing is amazing. Like, oh man. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to address. Really just a couple, but okay, so starting with, yeah. So you see the demons here are holding his sword. I don't know if this is supposed to be in the real world or in DU, but either way, so Zhong Kui, I'm sure a lot of you, here, I'll just go over his picture while I say this. Zhong Kui, for anyone who doesn't know, is, in Chinese mythology, he's like a man who rose to like deity level because what happened was he was actually a very talented and smart man, like, who excelled in so many ways growing up, but the emperor, like, spurned him, turned him away. If I recall, I think it was just because he was ugly or something like that. It was either because he was ugly or because he was low class, but basically he was unfairly dejected by the emperor. even though he had so much incredible potential and could have accomplished so much. And he was so upset about it that he actually took his own life. And when you go to the underworld in Chinese myth, you encounter the lord who reigns over the underworld, who goes by a few different names. Some call him Yanlo Wang, some call him Lord Enma. You may have heard that in Dragon Ball, but I think that's more the Japanese version. And some people also call him Yama, but again, that leans more towards his Hindu version. So I'm just going to call him Yanlo Wang because I think that's the more Chinese version. So the underworld ruler Yanlo Wang, who's like the Hades of Chinese myth, saw the potential in Zhong Kui, and he said, like, all right, there's so much you can do. How about you become like the commander and queller of demons? So Zhong Kui in the underworld in DU rose to become like this commander of thousands of demons. Like he has a huge army of demons, and he also hunts down like rogue demons, and sometimes he eats them even. Like I'm hoping, you know what would be amazing in this game would be if to finish off enemies we can actually eat them. That would be incredible. Yeah, and so there are some art pieces depicted of him where he's riding around with his sister and stuff, and he has like demons carrying his stuff for him, including his sword. So that's kind of what they're doing here. And you got the demons carrying the sword, and then you've got, of course, the tiger. There are several Chinese deities who are depicted as riding tigers. It's a really fun and unique thing about Chinese myth. Zhong Kui is one of them, as you can clearly see in this reveal. And there's some others too, like Zhu Rong, the god of fire, who is also called Chong Li. He is sometimes depicted riding a tiger, and the goddess of wind Feng Popo was also depicted riding a tiger. So this is a fun, unique thing about Chinese myth, and it's cool to see it here. I'm really hoping we'll have access to the tiger in the game. That would be an amazing mechanic. Honestly, just looks really cool, really excited that they're actually making the game I jokingly said I would love to see in the future. When I first reacted to Black Myth Wukong, it's absolutely amazing that this is actually gonna be a thing. I can't believe you guys, like Game Science, I love you guys so much. I can't believe you guys are adapting first my favorite Chinese god and story, and now my second favorite. Like, if they do like Black Myth The Eight Immortals next, I'm gonna have a freaking conniption. I'm in a good way. Like, I'm gonna go absolutely insane. That would be so cool if we had like a co-op Eight Immortals Black Myth game. But I'm wondering how this will work. Will this be like an almost Souls-like the last Black Myth game was? But anyway, you know what? In celebration of this, I am going to give you guys a little treat. Some of you guys know I'm working on my own myth-based card game, and we do have a Chinese deck. Why don't I go ahead and show you? Boom. That is our Zhong Kui artwork for the Chinese deck in the game. So, hope you guys like it. I'm personally very proud of it. You can see he's got his sword, and he's, of course, dealing with a rogue demon in this. But yeah, that's our Zhong Kui artwork, and there's your first look at our Chinese card background thing. I hope you guys like that too. But, yeah, honestly, just really pumped. I've said it already. But let me say a few things that I hope we see in this game. Boom. So a couple things that I think would be really cool to see would be so Zhong Kui has this best friend character who, what was his name? Like Ho Ping or Hu Ping or something like that. But it would be cool to see his best friend show up, because that's I think an important part of his story. Zhong Kui is also associated with these 5 bats, like bats of fortune. And when I say bats, I mean if you played Black Myth Wukong, you remember that bat creature that Yellowbrow would summon during his boss fight, and who was also an optional side boss? That kind of bat. He's got I believe 5 of those, and it would be cool to see them in the game too. There's an insane amount of stuff you can do with Zhong Kui, with it taking place in DU, which is the Chinese underworld, and maybe we'll see Yanlo Wang appear. Maybe we'll see the Emperor who shunned him. Maybe we'll see his best friend. Maybe we'll see his bats. We can see all kinds of crazy freaking demons and stuff. He's been depicted with a sword and a spear, so maybe we could switch weapons. Maybe we could call in the tiger for certain attacks. It would be absolutely freaking insane. So, yeah, game science, thank you. You, in my opinion, you knocked it out of the park with Black Myth Wukong. I know that not everyone loved it, but most people did, and it did so phenomenally well that, you know, a sequel was inevitable. I do hope we're not totally done with the Monkey King stuff, though. If you could add some DLC to that game, I'll buy it in a freaking heartbeat. I would absolutely love that. But you know I'm gonna get this. Like, I have a lot of faith in this company. And who knows? Maybe this will win Game of the Year or something. But I'm just really happy. I'm a happy guy. As a fan of these mythical characters, I'm eating good. And I don't know how to end videos.